really gonna watch this,
They ain't got nothing else to do.
right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she want us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. Look who's here.
Hi guys.
So
I'm
Fab
back.
Kim is in the building, rocking with us. Feels like our lighting ain't light enough.
It's not. I feel super dark.
I don't understand this, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work.
If it ain't one thing, it's
Yeah,
another.
it seems like it's so dark, but these things are turned up pretty bright.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's Tuesday,
It is.
terrific Tuesday, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I definitely want to thank everybody for being patient with me last week because I know that was crazy.
You did a good job.
And so, hey, thanks. And so here we are today, Tuesday, going through it, entertainment news and all. Let's rock. How was your day?
You know what? The day was a day, but it was a good day, and I'm happy to be back because I love you guys and I love TDS, and this is the highlight of my day. How about yourself?
Same. My day job, I like it because I don't want to lose it. But if I could just do TDS all day and make sure we give great content, that's the goal.
Absolutely.
We'll get there
Absolutely.
before the end of the year.
Absolutely.
And so there's a couple things that people wanted to know that have been asking me, that have been watching, and I'm thankful for it. When you're asking about stars, people are asking, how do I give stars? Just go to the bottom of the screen. You might want to slide over this way just a little bit. Go to the bottom of the screen and you can click stars and donate however many stars that you would like to donate. So I think it says it at the bottom of the screen there that you can go ahead and get stars. And cool. The other part today is if you would like to be a part of the show when we do the entertainment news, the messy letter, any of that stuff there, I am going to drop the number inside of the comment section. You can give a call. Call in. We can take the call. We'll listen to it. It is 919-514-4404. Hit us up and be involved. You guys leave great comments. We want to hear your voice. If you want to be seen, put on there, hit me. Leave something in the comment section so I can see you and we can invite you. We can send you a link and invite you as well.
Come on, product placement.
Yeah, so I also was going to give a shout out to my man Tuck, who got me drinking gallons of water. Actually, this is a half a gallon, 64 ounces. So he was here on Friday. If you have not gotten a chance to watch that, go on YouTube and see it from last Friday, me and my Big Mouth podcast. And one of his merch things is water bottles. And on here, because he's always talking stuff, he has if you only drink the top, it's weak, you're weak as fuck. The next one is get your life together at 11 a.m. Come on now. At 1 p.m., you're about halfway through. He says, okay, you're doing a little something. 3 p.m., I see you. 5 p.m., okay, you're different. 7 p.m., you ain't playing. And 9, put some respect on your name.
Oh, that is so cute.
So I have made it. Yesterday, I made it all the way down. Today, I'm a little late. I got to drink something because we're not. By the time this is over, I'm supposed to be down here.
You should be.
Well, let me get a sip right now. Sip.
And hopefully I'll have mine. Yay.
Yep, he got you one too.
Oh.
Okay. So remember, if you want to join in on the show, please do not hesitate to join in on the show. 919-514-4404 to get in with the Sibs. So we're going to get into our routine. Birthdays. You have any?
Actually, I have 2.
Mhm.
One is to our cousin Mitch. It is his birthday today. And
I got Alvin.
yeah, Mitch.
Mitch isn't.
That's his first name.
Is it?
Yes. You didn't know that?
No.
His actual name is Alvin.
Oh, you took one of my birthdays.
Said I got Alvin. Yes. So Mitch, it's his birthday, and then one of the young ladies I went to high school with, Cajun, it is her birthday as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. And so I got a list. You took some of them, and
Oh,
it's okay.
sorry.
It's all right. Well, you took one of them because I was going to give a shout out to Cuz, but I'm glad we cleared that up because that would have been bad. All right. So first up, well, let's go over from the weekend. From the weekend, there was a lot. I got a
Right.
ton of birthdays.
I forgot about the weekend.
I got Mr. Vinay Drummer. I should not give you a big up because you know why? You're an Ohio State fan, but it's okay. Sonobi Tobin, her birthday. Felicia Bryant was also her birthday on the 28th. Olivia Harris was her birthday on the 28th. Rob Francis, his birthday on the 29th, or I'm sorry, on the 28th. Manny Simpson, a former player that I actually coached against. His birthday was on the 28th. Mocha Scott, her birthday was on the 29th. Keith Sutton, one of our board members for Wake County, his birthday was on the 29th. Billy Lindquist, one of the coaches that that helped me a lot. He's no longer at Pembroke, but it was his birthday on the 29th. Al Spears, the guy who made the jerseys for my All-Star game and my camp,
Yes.
his birthday was on the 29th as well.
Awesome.
On the 20th, which I'm sorry, on the 30th. Oops, that's today. Mike Smith, one of my former players, Juan Price, former Pitt student, Woodland Hills graduate. It's his birthday. Sheena Griffin, Corinne Poole, it's your birthday. Bishop R. Jones, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Carlin Hardy, Mitch Banks, happy birthday. My homeboy Tariq Hutchinson, happy birthday. Coach Kai, happy birthday to you. And the man, the myth, the legend, 80 Graphics, the guy who does all the filming for the athletes around here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and more. It is his birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, look at all these Aquarians.
Mhm.
Yay.
You have any from the weekend?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
All right, so let's go ahead into our birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Well, you look good. You look good. You look fine. You look fine. We hold you at a good time. Happy birthday to you. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Woo!
Happy birthday, everybody. As the quote said, continue to live your life in a way that makes every day worth celebrating.
That is awesome.
So happy birthday from the Sibs. And yeah, happy birthday from the Sibs. I didn't read that right. Sorry, missed the cue. It's live. It's live. Sorry. So what we're gonna do? You want to go straight into entertainment news?
Let's roll right into it.
All right, who we going with first?
We have our little intro.
Oh, I made an intro, guys. I did. Is that it right there?
I think so.
I made an intro. Tell me if you like it. Put in the comment section if you like the new intro to entertainment news. Here you go. Hey, what you guys think? Put in the comment section if you liked the intro. Also, if you want to get in on any of the entertainment news or anything like that, please, once again, just give me a call, 919-514-4404, and we'll get you linked right on in.
Absolutely.
Who we rolling with first, SoFab?
Oh, let's get right on to it. The Harajuku Barbie herself, the queen of rap, if that's what we would like to call her.
The queen of who?
Rap.
Who's the queen of rap?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Onika.
Minaj?
Yes. She and Megan Thee Stallion. Well, actually, no, I'm not even going to say Megan Thee Stallion. Onika has been arguing with herself over the past weekend, even up until now. She's still going, hasn't stopped, all because she has been triggered over one line in Megan's new song, Hiss.
She needs to let that go.
She needs to let it go. Now, the song Hiss, came out just Friday, I believe it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, came out on Friday. It dropped, and Megan was just saying, like, look, I'm gonna get some stuff off my chest, and after I say this, I don't want to speak about it no more.
Can't do that as a rapper, though.
That's what she said. So once she spoke about it, she dropped it, and I gotta admit, I was like, okay, Megan, I'm here for it. I was here for the song, but there was one line in it specifically where it seemed to have hit Nicki Minaj the wrong way, where she was like, "These hoes are worried about Megan. They need to be worried about Megan's law." I'm paraphrasing, of course. And after that hit, and I guess the attention from what Megan's law stands for, sent Nicki Minaj into a downward spiral where she felt the need to address everything, get stuff off her, get it all out of there, let everyone know what was going on. Allegedly, from her point of view, she's calling Megan a liar, calling her Bigfoot, saying that she needs to conjure up the spirits and even her dead mother, saying that she lied about her mother, all sorts of accusations, and just saying like, oh, well, how dare you keep bringing up this old dirt from 30 years ago in reference to her husband, Kenneth Petty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also her brother. Let's not forget about that. He was just recently sentenced as well for raping his stepdaughter, who was 11 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she just went on this downward spiral where she kept feeling the need to attack Megan. Now, Megan, of course, didn't say anything. She was steadily promoting, her music. And even this morning, she promoted the fact that she's officially going on tour and she's dropping a new album. So good things are happening for her. And super excited there. But Nicki is on this whole thing of like, I'm just going to keep talking about you. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pinching that nerve in hopes that you'll respond. So now everyone is saying after she dropped Bigfoot, that Megan has to say something. She has to respond. She needs to respond because,
the lyrics were cheese.
The song was cheese.
Yeah. Your flow is such a bore, drinking a bottle of Hennessy through a straw. Bitch, you better stop that dialogue before I hit Carl and buy you a catalog. Boo.
Yeah.
Nicki,
Yeah.
Bigfoot, but you're still a small fry, swearing on your dead mother when you a lie. This is little begging whore talking about Megan's law. For a free beat, you can get a hit, Megan Raw. Ooh. If you a Ghost Rider, party in Megan's jaw.
And I don't think the song didn't hit the way Nicki thought it was going to. Number one, because most of the lyrics were already released on her Twitter, so it was no surprise. And then two, it just wasn't hidden the way that it need to. It was like, girl, this is whack, and for you to be a 41-year-old woman who is attacking a 28-year-old woman, another woman in the rap game, and you've had beef with just about everybody, Remy Ma, Cardi, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, like everyone. At what point do you just realize like maybe it's me and maybe I need to sit the hell down somewhere?
Well, it's rap, so everybody can get it. I just think the premise of why they're getting it is whack. It's not about who's the best person, who's the best female MC. This is personal. And even when Jay-Z and Nas went at it, after he made the line, you know who did you know what with you know who, but let's keep that between me and you, Jay-Z's mom stepped in and said, hey, it's y'all making it personal.
Right.
If it's about rap, keep it about rap. Because she mentioned like, where's the scar on your foot if you got shot?
Right.
I mean, where is the scar?
Let's not do that.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
Let's not do that.
But I don't hey, here's what I say. If it's rap and it's a rap beef battle, it's good for the culture if you can both rap. Nicki didn't put her best foot forward.
No pun intended.
Like what I did there. She didn't put her best foot forward. Dad joke.
Yeah.
But you here's the issue. We always think there can only be one. And Nicki thinks that whatchamacallit, what's her name?
Megan?
Yeah, Megan the Stallion
Mhm.
is like, stepping on her territory.
But is she?
No.
That's what I don't understand. I'm like, Nicki, like, what is going on here? And the thing is, Megan never dropped any names. She didn't say, "I'm coming for you."
We knew who she was talking
now,
about.
That is what you choose to infer by the lyric. But the thing is, she never said a name. And like she said, Hit Dogs is going to holler. Like, so what?
You knew who she was talking about. This is what I'm saying. But the rap game, to me, that's what makes it soft now. Because, I wasn't talking. If I was talking about you, I was talking about you. Now, what you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna be like that, then be like that. But all the little subliminal social media diss stuff is whack. Megan, if you want the smoke, then say you want the smoke. It's that time.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you? And then even if that was the case, Megan, do you necessarily need the smoke? You have something that Nicki doesn't have yet. You have a Grammy. You are going on tour.
A lot of people have Grammys and Nicki ain't got one.
Right.
Because Nicki's music sucks. All right. Can we just say it? It stinks.
Not according to the Barbs. Not according to the Barbs, which, while we're on the subject of Barbs, I was very disappointed in their actions this week. And, I'm disappointed in a lot of people because now there was one little ray of sunshine that tried to happen over the weekend or even just a couple of hours ago where little Miss Flint, Miss Mari, the little 16-year-old girl that's been trying to get clean water in Flint, Michigan, for I don't know how long. Well, she decided to, turn this whole entire fiasco around. We're not going to say that. And she just said, hey, hey, Nicki, hey, Megan Thee Stallion, I have an idea. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mari. I'm a 16-year-old from Flint, Michigan. I have been working half of my life to get clean water, not just to Flint, but to hundreds of other communities dealing with the clean water crisis. And she was saying, would you guys be willing to donate 0.01 of your percentage of your streams to the Flint water crisis? Now, neither party responded. However, the Barbs did. And the way that they responded was absolutely disgusting, given that you were talking to a 16-year-old girl. So many of them were like, bitch, you need to stay out of this. Fuck you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. We'll donate the water when we're done mopping up Megan after all of this. And we're talking about grown women who are attacking a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Y'all? Really, that's your love for another grown woman runs that deep where you're going to attack a 14-year-old girl who is saying, I want to better the water in a predominantly Black community. And all I'm asking for is 0.01 of the earnings from your streams. And y'all tell her, mind your business.
Hey, man, we got other pressing issues on the table. Listen, don't nobody care about y'all water. That's a you problem.
See? See?
Look.
See what I mean? That's terrible. But then we still want to cry.
I don't feel
and talk
like
about
that. I think the fact that those people still don't have clean water is a huge issue.
Absolutely. If we get canceled, I am going on my own.
I feel like that's a huge issue. It is, but all jokes aside, it's a huge issue. But I think whoever cohorts that young lady to do that shouldn't have done that, because neither one of those ladies have the audience to support that.
Tell me more.
They're ignorant.
Oh.
If this was Beyonce's audience, you might have got a little bit better response. If this was Lord, I hate saying her name, Taylor Swift's audience,
we'll get to her in a minute.
you might have got a better response. You are asking Nicki Minaj's people to help you with this message of getting water to Flint. Like, these two Black women don't know Flint got bad water.
Right.
If they were going to help, they would have did it.
Now, I will say, Megan has been very good with her philanthropic efforts. I don't know I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj has done some and it's been behind the scenes and she hasn't talked about it as much. But I do agree to what you're saying as far as their audience.
Their audience, they're
because
not mature enough for that.
they're not mature enough for it, and then they're already delivering low blows because as a fan of anyone, let's say I mean, I don't really deal with rap like that, but let's just say, for instance, it was Jill Scott, and Jill Scott said something as low as "you need to dig up your mother" to another R&B artist. I can honestly say I would not want to support her any further. And especially considering, Nicki Minaj, you just lost your father in 2021 and he was killed by a drunk driver, hit and run accident. So the fact that you don't have sympathy for someone else who lost a parent and you're making things extremely personal, especially when your name wasn't mentioned, but you're acting like it's about you. And even if it is about you, to talk about someone's dead relative is absolutely disgusting. And I know you see your Barbs out here attacking a 16-year-old girl. What point do you stand up and say, hey, y'all, I need y'all to chill? When do you accept any sort of accountability for what it is that you're preaching? Like, this is disgusting. When does it stop?
Now, because we need to move on to the next topic. Because you know what? I don't like, you know how I feel about Megan, and I never was a Nicki Minaj fan, ever. I was never. Like, so if you ask me right now to listen to either one, I'll just say, what else can I do?
I love Megan.
I don't. All right, so who do we have next?
So moving on to some good news, and I'm happy to hear this because this is definitely a legend in the R&B game. Charlie Wilson has finally received his star on the Walk of Fame, so rightfully so. Let's go ahead and play the.
Wow.
And of
Charlie,
course,
look it up. Oh, I gotta look at this first.
You know, Charlie, getting
he's in his
old.
70s.
Yeah, gotta do this first. They gonna make that man bend over. That's why they ain't show it.
Leave Charlie alone, and congratulations
we
to
love
him.
Charlie, last name Wilson.
Yes,
Charlie, give her a kiss.
definitely well earned. I mean, this man has been rocking and rolling since what, the 70s?
Yeah.
You know, and for him to stay as current and as relevant.
I see him bend over yet. Don't feel bad, Charlie. I couldn't do it right now either. My knees would be cracking. So yeah, I get it. All right, I ain't mad at you, Charlie.
Kudos.
Congratulations.
To him. Yes, absolutely. Congratulations to him. And some other words were essentially shared between, well, not even between, but Mos Def decided to jump on Instagram recently.
I'm so mad at him right now.
And he is apologizing because, as you guys know, we reported a couple weeks ago where he said that he felt like Drake was a little pop, not necessarily hip hop. Drake responded by using the clip of Method Man that said hip hop is a culture, not necessarily directing it completely to Mos Def, but we all knew who he was talking about. So then Mos Def decided to jump on Instagram to apologize.
And apologize like a punk. Man, God damn it. All right, let's listen to this. That was terrible.
To hear what it is that I have to say as it relates to some of the comments that I made about Drake. First of all, I don't hate anyone. My opinion is mine. It's legal in all states, as far as I'm aware. It was not an opportunity to try to slander him, or to clown on him. I have reached out to him. I have no response just yet, but you know, I'm not keen to talk about people or to them through a screen. I prefer to talk to people directly.
And the apology goes on for 2 more videos.
That was terrible.
So let
to
me ask
see
you this.
Most in this situation hurt my soul.
What do you think?
Some of the comments that I made about Drake.
Money.
First of all,
You know what I'm saying? Somebody said
don't
that's not
hate
good for
anyone.
you because
My opinion is mine.
yeah, and you better apologize.
It's legal.
Which is why
in all
terrible music will
states.
still always be king because he
As
wasn't
far as
wrong. He does have
aware.
shoppers music. Shoppers
It was
music.
not an opportunity
Just have
to
shoppers
slander
music,
him
don't you know?
Yes,
or to
Wisconsin.
clown on
That
him.
don't you know? That Drake has that
I
type
have
of
reached out
shoppers
to him.
music, don't you know? He's
I have no
terrible. All
response
right,
to
let's just
that,
get it out
but,
there
you know,
and
I'm not
the fact that this man had to what?
I'm not keen to talk
Who was
about
holding the gun
people
to this dude's
or
head?
to them
There ain't no way that is
I
him.
prefer to talk to people directly.
Yeah, because he would even sound soft, like, I don't want to, it's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. It's like, come on, Mos Def, don't go out like that.
You
You said what you said, man.
And it's okay.
You're weak. You're weak
It's okay.
for that.
And I think, and then also with Mos Def being close friends with, like, Dave Chappelle and Talib Kweli, and witnessing cancel culture, you realize how swift, no pun intended, because we're going to get to that next, how swift and how tough it can be just for you sharing your opinion.
No one's canceling Mos Def. Mos Def is his audience. I guarantee nobody in Mos Def's audience is like, hey man, I'm gonna cancel him because he don't like Drake.
It's not his audience, it'll be other people, which is the sucky part.
But his audience is not gonna get bigger. Who you got is who you got. Most. When's the last time you put out an album, bro? So it's not like you out here and you trying to pub a new album. Y'all made us have to go get that whack ass podcast that y'all got to try to get the last Black Star. It's not bad, but it's like, yo, I got to do this just to get the Black Star album. So guess what? I'm not doing it. I'm gonna go get Drake that I can stream. Niggas try to be too deep sometimes, and then now you gotta. I'm sorry, it's my opinion.
Weren't they just trying to protect their music?
They just protect it from what? The other stuff is on the on Tidal and on Spotify. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be so deep. Yeah, we want to control our music. Nobody controls your music. It just takes one person to get it from where it was and stream it somewhere else. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so tired of us trying to be so deep that we're not. And now look at you. Instead of just being like, man, I said he was whack.
I said what I said.
He was whack. He's whack. It's Drake. He's whack.
And okay.
I mean, that's all he had to say. Like, I'm not even saying it as me saying he's whack, because he is. But I'm not gonna sit there and recant. Like right now, if Drake walked in this door, I'd be like, man, your music is whack. You ain't been decent since the album where he was in black and white on the front. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
That's the last one. The rest of this stuff is subpar. It's party women's music, and that's cool, right? That's cool. Mos Def, your audience ain't never gonna be disappointed at what you said about Drake.
Oh no.
So who told you to do that? Because I know I'm more disappointed that you did apologize. As a Mos Def fan, I need another album and then you to recant of the apology. What? Tell us why you did that. Because oh man,
he may have felt bad.
For what?
I don't know.
Because we know Drake got more money than most. So what do we feel bad about? You had a hard time getting back in the United States not too long ago.
Someone must have made him feel bad to where he felt the need to apologize. I'm on your side here. I don't think he should have apologized. Your opinion is your opinion. It is what it is. And if that's how you feel, you are entitled to it. You know.
God damn it. If you oh, I can't remember it. It's all from it was Coming to America. Never mind. Yeah. Because that's what popped in my mind.
Where's Chuck? I'm sure he knows the line.
Yeah. Like, you know. Anyway.
So in other news, Miss Issa Rae. She is coming off the
you
heels.
Got me working today, don't you? Jesus Christ. And I done erased the wrong shit. You got me flipping. How many more damn slides we got? God damn, you got me working today, boy.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
All
go.
Right, boom.
All right.
Yeah.
Miss Issa Rae.
Shit, you got me working today. I'm earning my check.
Believe in you. Miss Issa Rae is coming forth with something that doesn't really surprise most people. Off the heels of Rap Shit being canceled, she said that she's now considering possibly going independent because she doesn't feel like a lot of these execs and higher production companies really care about our stories, especially with her being in the movie American Fiction, which is based around, you know, a author who decides to fabricate this lifestyle because his books aren't selling because he's talking about something more productive. So he decides to act like he came from the hood and fabricate this whole entire lifestyle that is not about him. And it's almost reminiscent to Bamboozled, if you guys haven't seen that, by Spike Lee. it has some of the same cadence there as well. But as I said, with a lot of people, I know you and Obi didn't know about the show, but with a lot of people being upset about Rap Shit being canceled, this may have prompted her to really say, you know what? Let me take our stories, and go elsewhere, especially since she is now currently working on a few other upcoming projects since Insecure.
Niggas shows get canceled every day, B. I'm gonna say it one more time. Niggas shows get canceled every day, B.
I was very surprised that HBO decided to hold on to Rap Shit because I didn't feel like it stayed in a line with their programming, because it's not the same as Insecure. It has some of the same humor, but it's not the same story. I do feel like that probably would have served better on maybe like a Hulu or like a Netflix.
Tubi.
No, definitely not Tubi. But you know what? To be fair, I have yet to watch anything on Tubi, so I need to stop judging.
The movie with Damon Wayans was good.
You have given me one movie from Tubi that was good. I'm waiting for a.
You know why? Because I like old movies. So they have all the old movies there, and I'm like, okay, let's find something new. Hollywood Shuffle. Because it makes me laugh. That's why I'm looking at Issa Rae like, nigga, shows get canceled every day. Cause
and that's the problem.
You got 2 seasons. Kudos. I know it ain't better than Lovecraft Country.
You can't put those two in the same category.
Entertainment, if I'm entertained by something, I guarantee I would be more entertained by Lovecraft Country. And more people were furious about Lovecraft Country over Rap Shit.
Why do we have to compare? And people were upset about Rap Shit. So why isn't it both shows?
You know who was mad about Rap Shit? The same people who watch Power.
I watch Rap Shit, and I don't watch Power.
Nobody cared. Like I said, Rap Shit was here's the
care.
problem with Rap Shit. Here's the reason why it was canceled. Because the promotion of it. I'm trying to tell you, like, there was a niche for it, but the promotion for it, like, okay, I'll give you an example. You got 2 women here who are trying or are already in the rap game.
They're
trying to get in the rap game, right? And that's the story. That's the base of the story. Okay. Besides Barb's and entertainment news, does anybody else care about Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion for real? If it was when, for example, for the culture movement of rap beef, when you had Ice Cube beefing, when you had LL Cool J beefing, it was more of a cultural thing beefing because that audience was greater. The one unfortunate thing, this is why I keep saying I hate when I see women rappers beef. I hate when I see women rappers diss each other because they do not collectively from a large audience get the same level of support from one another. We should be supporting one another so that shows like Rap-ish could last. It's going to have a niche audience of people who really support female rappers. Female rappers are still coming from behind. That's why people like Remy Ma, Rap City, you don't hear a lot from them, and they're great lyricists. Shit, Rah Digga just dropped off the face of the earth, and she's better than all of them. So when you have a show like this, the promotion of it has to be key. And for so many people to be like, I thought it was this or I thought it was that, I think she dropped the ball on herself in that department. I don't know what her promotional team was around that, but I believe she dropped the ball in that department. So even if she was to reboot it, most people are going to do what? They got to go back to the beginning because what is this about? You know what I'm saying? And I think for shows that come on HBO, and this was HBO, correct?
Yes, it was HBO.
For shows that come on HBO, you are fighting some juggernauts that people know and are comfortable with, whereas a show that's just now coming on the block, you can't depend on their promotions team to push this to the forefront going against some of those big boys that you got. And I feel as though that's where she may have dropped the ball. And then also the story of 2 women trying to get in the rap game. You got to give us more of the music in other areas that we can hit. Like I said, Empire did a great job of making sure the music that was on their shows were also able to be streamed. So then now you're catching multiple audiences from multiple places. She didn't do that.
She did. All the music from Insecure and Rap Shit is available on streaming platforms.
But it's not advertised. You see what I'm saying? Like, so where can I see that? You know what I'm saying? Besides catching it on, if I'm watching, I seen it when I was watching HBO, but I hadn't seen it anywhere else. Like, even as much as I scroll, I have never seen like a clip of it on TikTok. There might be, but how is it being shared? Instagram, you don't see it that much in comparison to the other shows that are on HBO. So I don't know who her team was, but you are on HBO, you were fighting against some big boy things. And so whoever, I personally feel as though she might have dropped the ball there. She got 2 seasons, which is great.
Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to take your projects and make them independent because you're not getting the support that you thought you were going to get. Because like I said, I don't think HBO was a good platform for Rap Shit. I do think she probably should have looked more towards a Hulu or a Netflix rather than an HBO. Because when you talk about like, oh, The White Lotus, Succession, I don't even watch HBO like that to even know what the other shows are. Then on top of that, people don't want to pay for another service. So if I have Hulu, I have Netflix, and I have Paramount, and I have HBO, and I have Showtime, and I have Stars, there's a lot going up against it. Then maybe it was the wave of, I'm going to bring some of my Insecure fans to this. So I do agree. Maybe the content of it wasn't as appealing because people didn't really want to watch the whole rap thing. But I will say, if people would have given it a chance, it was an actual, like, really funny show. But I do know how our people do. If we don't like it or if we're not interested, we're not going to watch it. So even if she does go independent, she may still run into that whole risk of it might get canceled or it won't get supported.
Or put it on a streaming platform that you control.
Well, that's what she's trying to.
Yeah, you can't cancel you. So like get with Isaac Hayes' son and put it on Fanbase. That's a streaming platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, supporting our own projects. I mean, how did she ever feel about Insecure being done? She walked away from it. She said she was finished. Has she had any complaints about it or how she felt?
No. And pretty much she just felt like the story was told. So there was really nowhere else to go with it.
Let me ask you a question. Would you have rather seen another season of Insecure or beginning of Rap Shit?
Once again, I can't compare the two.
But you can compare what one entertained you more.
They both are really funny.
Which one do you like better, your left or your right foot?
This nigga. Okay, Insecure. Does that make you happy?
No, because pick one. Like I can say basketball and football are a sport. That's the umbrella that they're under. But which one do I like more? I like football more than I like basketball. But I watch both.
Well, Insecure was more for like people who enjoyed girlfriends, who enjoyed living single, things like that. People who liked Rap Shit, you know, for more so people who were, like you said, more urban-esque, more the Empire, more the Star, more things like that. But it still had some of the same cadence of Insecure as far as like the humor of it. So it's two things. You can like Power and you can like Insecure, but can you compare the two? No.
No, I was just saying which one entertained you more. And they equally entertained you just the same.
They did.
Okay.
They did. So moving on.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
right. There we go.
It's not about being right.
No, it is.
It's not.
So Shannon Sharp, he feels
Move the needle.
Say about Beyonce. He says that he feels as though she did not or would not have.
Let me think of somebody else.
Needle for the NFL the way that Taylor Swift has done, because Taylor Swift has racked up over, I believe, $30 million when it comes to like the what is it, Kansas City Chiefs?
$331 million.
$331 million as far as, you know, apparel and people watching and wanting to know their next moves. A lot of the Swifties are interested in knowing who is this guy that she's dating, which is causing them to now watch the games and get more time with her. So Shannon and Ocho decided to have it out, or have a discussion rather, of do they feel Beyonce would have been just as powerful in that arena?
Let me think of somebody else. Can move the needle. Move the needle.
No one.
Beyonce. If hypothetically speaking, if she went with Jay-Z and
not Travis Kelce. Let's say, yeah, Beyonce.
Beyonce,
She can
not
move
like
the needle.
this. These eyes, Ocho, these 8 to 15-year-old eyeballs. Ocho, she
The same. B has the same.
Ocho,
That same feeling.
Ocho,
Yes.
I love Beyonce. Beyonce ain't moving the needle like this chick, Ocho. No,
What? You
tripping, Ocho. This girl,
Ask the
she's
chat.
the closest
Ask
thing.
the chat.
She's the closest thing to moving the needle like Michael Jackson that we've seen. This is it.
Whoa. Oh, whoa. Reel it back in a little bit, baby. Reel it back in a little bit. Beyonce moves the needle just like Taylor, if not more.
No, she doesn't.
Ask the chat,
You
please.
can ask the chat. Ask the chat,
please.
We put it to the chat.
So do a poll. Do a poll. Because Beyonce has those same set of eyes, young, old, middle age, and old, including I. But I'm just saying,
Not like Taylor.
Hypothetically
Not like Taylor.
speaking, Beyonce would move the needle the same
Not
way
like
Taylor
Taylor.
doing. It would be Beyonce being shown all the time.
Not
Yes.
like Taylor.
Oh, come on. Yes.
Not like Taylor, man.
And there we have it.
Mm-hmm.
So thoughts?
I agree with Shannon Sharp. Like, for example, back home in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Beyonce canceled her show.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift had 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the market and sold out too.
Mm-hmm.
When you see stuff like that, it's like, once again, our lens looks at it as Beyonce is XYZ. But if Taylor Swift can go to a city and double your output where you couldn't sell out 1 show and she's selling out 2 shows, is your market better, stronger? Is your fan base stronger? Could be. When we talk about who's watching the NFL, as much as our good red-blooded Americans act like they ain't watching the NFL, that's who's watching the NFL. When you look in those stands and you see that stadium is sold out, you ain't seeing a lot of black people selling those tickets out. You see majority white people selling those tickets. I don't know too many people that's going to spend $9,000 for the cheapest ticket for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. But I do know people will pay to be in the same space as her, which is the reason why they show her every single time Kansas City does something good. Marketing purposes, I get it. If that was Beyonce, it's not happening. For example, how many basketball games does Beyonce go to? They show her 1 time. Hey, Beyonce's here. She waves at the camera. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
This chick has not gotten off this camera since she's been put on it. I'm sorry. Like, I have to agree that on a larger scale with this football piece, she is the perfect fit for these red-blooded Americans that were mad about Kaepernick taking the knee. This is exactly what this is fit. It's par for the course. Perfect planning. Perfect planning. They show her more than they show the owner.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
Enough
Now,
for people to complain about it.
huh?
I said enough for people to complain about it.
Yeah. I agree. I don't like it, but I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to eat that. As football fans, we got to eat it.
Yeah, and I mean, I can clearly understand and see what Shannon Sharp is saying. You know, I think a lot of people took it wrong and tried to make it like a black and white issue of like, you just don't like her because you like white women. And I'm like, y'all did not have to attack Unc like that. But when you think about the numbers, when you think about Taylor Swift and how, you know, she's almost or essentially has become America's sweetheart, you know, people love Taylor Swift. Am I a fan? No. Do I respect her? Absolutely. But people love her. So to see her involved with this football player and then her fan base who loves her, would do anything for her, you know, who did the whole bracelet thing and, you know, seeing her concert 1,000,001 times and all stuff like that. They want to see more of her. So that's going to bring, you know, this whole factor of the wives and, you know, the teenage girls and, young women who are going to want to watch now because they're cheering for Taylor Swift's boyfriend, even though this man has his own identity, but now he's become Taylor Swift's boo.
I like numbers. Swift has outsold Beyonce by 30 million tickets. So Beyonce was Beyonce was 42 million, 45,134 tickets. Swift, 75 million.
She also had double shows.
If she's filling them up though, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, do you think people would have do you think people would have done the same thing in the same markets for Beyonce if she had double shows? You went to the concert in Cleveland? In Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Was every seat sold out?
Yes.
Do you think people would have turned around and then she sell out another show?
I believe so. I do. In certain cities, not all cities, because like you said, for whatever reason, I guess Pittsburgh ain't really messing with her like that. I was surprised that Pittsburgh wasn't trying to watch her concert.
I ain't.
But
we know what time it is.
But that also factors in with the whole thing of like, we got this young white girl that everyone loves and she can do no wrong. So
right. And for certain markets of the NFL, for example, Green Bay, Kansas City, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to do a presidential race with Beyonce and Taylor Swift's going to win.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my point.
110%.
So by the NFL, so I get what Shannon is saying, but Shannon also has ESPN, which is Disney, and other very, very rich white people around him, where he can't just say the truth of there are more white people tuning in for this stuff than there are black people.
Oh, absolutely.
Just by numbers, there's more white people than there are black people right now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So by the number, Taylor Swift is going to win out if we just go by the numbers of people who support, even if it's just a black and white thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now we talk about possible crossover and kids who like her and things like that, which is the audience that now is drawn to the NFL because Taylor Swift is there.
Right.
Will she move the needle as much as Beyonce? Probably. I mean, I would say, yes, she would move the needle a little bit more. The comparison to Michael Jackson is ridiculous because Michael Jackson is one of those celebrities that transcend the racial divide.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think Swift has done that. Once again, Swift, similar to like, there are certain things when you start to scroll that you see that everybody sees. If I talk about scrolling, I'm going to come across more Beyonce than I am Taylor Swift. Is that because of my algorithm? You see what I'm saying? Like where does that type of audience land you? Who crosses over more in that department of social media world? Probably Beyonce, then Taylor Swift, but with the younger audience. You see what I'm saying?
It depends on your algorithm. Because somebody standing in the same room might say differently and say, oh, all I see is Taylor Swift.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so the algorithm is going to play a part. Streams, Taylor Swift also beats Beyonce in streams. Like, we love Bay, and I get where Ocho was coming. Yeah, I was going to say. And as much as she aggravates us, they're not stopping, which lets us further know that, you know.
And it's not that she aggravates me because she hasn't really done anything wrong. It's just that I don't understand what everyone else is seeing in her because she's really just giving me mediocre. And somehow people are making her, and then even trying to compare her to somebody as great as Michael Jackson, where it's just like, it's absolutely no comparison because this woman can't even dance, let alone sing. But somehow, because I guess of numbers and, fandom, they're trying to make that comparison.
And this is a good point. Beyonce's fan base is also getting older. People may not like it, but Taylor is the most famous person in that stadium and one of the fourth wealthiest people in the stadium. You may in fact be looking at a future owner.
Possibly.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's making more money than everybody who's playing. And hell, she got as much money as the owners.
Right.
Here's my problem with it. You have your platform.
Don't come over here.
Don't come over here.
But is it her fault?
No, the NFL's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And just like, okay, off of Swift. All right. Off of Swift. We got some people, and I see we got my homeboy watching. So I'm tapping your last black ass nerve. Why did Morgan State sing the national anthem at the AFC playoff game? That pissed me all the way off. Weren't we just mad about this?
People, I guess.
Weren't we just taking a knee about this national anthem? Weren't we just? And then the NFL goes and gets a HBCU. Oh, say, can you see? Are you serious?
Yes, very serious.
I wouldn't have put my black. No. See what I'm saying? Like, it just makes us look foolish. Like, we were pissed about that.
Mm-hmm.
The national anthem was a whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not only did we just completely dismiss it, now we're just me.
Yes.
That is
And
aggravating.
not even just HBCUs, but celebrities as well.
That is aggravating.
Which is one of the reasons why I want to watch Chrisette Michelle's TED Talk, because she addresses, like, oh, everyone was mad at me for singing at the inaugural ball and stuff like that, and I got canceled. So I do want to watch her TED
Only
Talk.
for Negroes to be in by the dawn's early light.
And the fact that people still don't, I mean, I feel like there's other reasons why people don't mess with her, but the fact that people still don't mess with her after that.
Don't want us to get canceled. I'm just saying, at what point in time do we stick to something? Now, I can see, okay, we still gonna watch football, whatever, okay. But we're not singing this thing collectively. We're not doing that. You hear what I'm saying? Because we were upset about this. We took a stance against what was being said because it's contradictory to the lifestyle that we live. And now we just forgot about all that. And now we have HBCUs and black celebrities clearing their throat to sing it in front of thousands of Americans. Americans. That's what I'm saying. Like, so the whole Taylor Swift thing is all a part of this culture that we're talking about. Like, this is all a part of this culture. I don't want to ban NFL. I love my sport. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my sport. But when I sit down and think about the hypocrisy of even how we're approaching this situation with Swift, and we know what it is. White people are going to pay to keep watching that.
Yes.
Let's just, and anybody who's watching this and somebody who may come across this and be like, he's about race, just pause your TV set and count the black people you see in the stands. Count them. You're not going to count many. And the lower you go, the less there are, because the more expensive it is, right? I know a handful of black people who have gone to the NFL Super Bowl that haven't been working it. I know people who've gone as reporters. I've known people who have gone as cameramen. I know literally two people who have gone to the Super Bowl and have purchased a ticket to go to the Super Bowl. And this was when the Steelers went in 95. Ticket prices were a little different than what they are now. So let's not fake the funk on what this is all about. The Taylor Swift thing, what it's all about. People don't, well, who can move the meter? We know who can move the meter. That's why she's on the TV set. You trying to tell me there's not any other black celebrity in that building? Especially the Kansas City game. I'm sure there was. They show her more than the legends of the players who have played. Like Ray Lewis was in the building. They showed that nigga one time
And went right back to Taylor
and
Swift.
said, but Taylor Swift is here. Reed was there. They showed him coming out with the shield. But Taylor Swift is here. They went to the other game. and then talked about Taylor Swift being at the last game. Like, come on, man. We know what it is. We know
America's sweetheart.
American. Yeah, those good old red blood Americans. And I'm not mad at y'all for that. My thing is, we don't have to show her after every single play. Whenever they do something good, Taylor Swift. Score a touchdown, Taylor Swift. Swag and surfing. Swag. They showed her swag and surfing.
I didn't want to touch that. Didn't want to touch that.
They showed her swag and surfing.
Didn't want to touch
And guess
that.
what? Those Americans loved every minute of it.
Oh yeah, now everybody wants to swag surf.
But if we put that same swag and surf and showed it from HBCU, it wouldn't get the same traction. But you let old American. That's the only thing I say. Because you know why? Taylor Swift hasn't done anything to me.
She hasn't.
All she's done is sing her song.
Yeah, and I've heard that girl is just as sweet as pie.
Haven't heard anybody say anything negative about her. I just don't want you in my game. That's it. Just don't want you in my game. No different than how I wanted Katy Perry for the Super Bowl.
Why won't you let that go?
Because it was terrible.
Let it go.
It was terrible. Her and Rihanna are the two worst Super Bowl halftimes I've ever seen in my life.
But she got an Emmy for it.
For the setup, for the stage, the Mario Brothers. It was amazing to see the Mario Brothers set up. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Let it go.
So who else do we have?
Oh, finally, our good sis, while we're on the topic of white women in America, our good sis, Britney Spears, is apologizing. And she is apologizing to no other than Justin Timberlake, because if you guys have not heard, Justin Timberlake is deciding to go back to the music that essentially made him popular amongst us with his new song called Selfish. And he's just essentially talking about, like he gets a little jealous seeing, his woman in a different area, different light, stuff like that. It's a little bop. Am I impressed by it? Meh. But it's something that I feel like people will be like, oh, this is a good pop song. Well, a lot of Britney Spears fan base, once again, it's all about fan base today. They decided to stream her song Selfish from, I believe, 2011, which now is the competing song against his when it comes to the charts. But she is letting everyone know, like, I want to apologize to Justin for what I wrote in my book. Because if you guys did get a chance to read her autobiography, she mentioned about how he had cheated on her and the fact that, they essentially forced her and nudged her to get an abortion when both of them were at the height of their game. And she was upset by that because she was like, I wanted us to have a family and I thought he would have been a good father, but he didn't want a child, all the stuff like that. But she said she wanted to apologize for any harm that, her book may have caused him, and that she wishes him nothing but success, and that, she did love him.
Okay. Cry me a river.
She talked about that too.
I some celebrities you just like, okay, those two are it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least the Beyonce, Taylor Swift were like, excitement, because let's blow up her. Let's blow her up. Let's blow her
And that
up.
was actually a good picture.
Okay. Life is lifing. And that's with makeup. We're tired of you.
Why? What did Britney do to you? You were just on a whole
No.
tirade
We are Britney Spears. We've loved you. We were concerned about you. We loved you again because you coming through the other side. Okay. Justin. I think after 2020 project was over, that was the height of his
Suit and Tie.
That was it.
Mhm.
That album. Where do you go from there, buddy?
Man of the Woods.
Nope.
Project was terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you capped out.
He's coming back.
Nah,
Okay.
But you said with a popish type song. He knows where to go.
Justin is going to
You know
fight
why?
for his life.
I'm gonna tell you why he knows that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know who's still hot? Who's in his bracket? Usher.
Oh yeah.
So you better I'm gonna go pop. Because if Usher drops anything right now, everybody's gonna be on it because of Vegas. Where's old Justin been?
So you don't think if he teams back up with Timberland he can get back that zhuzh that he had from the early millennium.
Okay. Do you want to hear boom, 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 boom? When's the last time Timberland put out something that caused you to be like, yeah? Okay.
He said you gonna listen to
Yeah.
the beat.
When's the last time?
I'm just asking a question.
Nope. I think
Okay.
it's once
Okay.
again,
Okay.
some of our celebrities,
Chuck, it was actually a good read. Don't act like that.
some of our celebrities, they cap out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Justin is one of them.
Justin is one of them.
Mm.
I think he's more so now the SNL guy.
Which he was hilarious.
Right. You're the SNL guy.
Hilarious.
But all the y'all apologizing, that's a phone call that we don't need to know about.
And Justin, you're not doing what it is that everybody wanted you to do, which was reunite with NSYNC and give people that reunion tour. And he led everyone down this path of it's going to happen just for him to be like, nope, I'm releasing new music by myself. So, yeah,
That probably would have been his best bet.
it would have been. I'm telling you, it was when they were, doing their little promo for the whole Trolls movie, and the hype surrounded around that whole thing of NSYNC possibly getting back together. I was never an NSYNC fan. I respected some of the songs that they had, but whatever. But the hype that was surrounded, people were excited. They were on TikTok and Instagram, like, what if they give us a tour, blah, 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 blah. That was their moment to hit people with it because they would have made ridiculous amounts of money. And he said, nah, I'm gonna still go solo. And I don't think his numbers are going to do as well because people were wanting NSYNC to go ahead and reunite.
I just don't think his numbers are going to do well because people are also tired of him.
That too.
Like
That too.
that 2020 Experience album was dope from the beginning
I'm
to the
surprised
end.
you like that one.
Dope from the beginning to the end. Still listen to it.
Mhm.
Where do you go from here? You see what I'm saying? Like, you need somebody else to produce something for you that's going to make people be like, all right, yeah, because you're still teetering that line of boy band guy.
Mhm.
Where do you go from here? You got to go get top-notch producers to make something else for you and all
And
that.
collaborations.
And collaborations and all that. It's a lot of money, a lot of time. And then do people really want to work with you?
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that they don't. I think people love Justin. I just think your style, your sound, your dance, all that we prefer. And Usher.
And there's that.
because
everyone.
they're the same. They really are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Usher and Justin Timberlake, their music they sound the same, make you bop, make you dance. They give you a little ballad every now and again. Okay, cool. But who would you rather see?
Oh, Usher, of course, hands down.
And Usher reignited his career with the Vegas thing. You see what I'm saying? Not saying his career was in the toilet, but he wasn't the Usher that, the Confessions Usher. He came out with a few albums and everything in between there. Everybody's like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Because then, Breezy snuck in there for a minute. But then now Usher done reinvented
He's
himself.
also getting ready to go on tour.
He reinvented himself, and with that Vegas thing, and Justin probably should just sit down and enjoy life. You made it. You made money. Go sing what you
Go raise your children.
and sing the songs that we all know from you, like
Strawberry bubble. Go.
and you got to be that's down in the charts there. That wasn't a number one.
It wasn't. That was my shit.
So, and I'm not like, people like, oh man, he's hating. I'm not hating. It's just the reality is nobody's checking for Justin Timberlake anymore. Like, even if somebody said, oh, there's a new Justin album out.
I'm interested to see how it's going. If and when he decides to drop an album, I'm interested to see how well it does. Because like I said, being as though he completely fooled their entire fan base into thinking that a reunion was going to happen. Granted, he didn't really say too much about it. People inferred. I'm interested to see if the fan base is going to be as loyal.
That's a lot with contracts though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's 4. There was 4 of them, right?
5.
There was 5 NSYNC members. That's a lot of contracts, man. And nowadays people are so scared to get sued and I'm not getting my money and all that stuff. I think stuff like that is hard to put back together. You seen what we had to deal with Just Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Contracts and things like that now are so crazy. Putting that together, he may take a loss putting that together because you're taking the pot and splitting it five ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then nobody's going to want to not get what their cut is because it's not like the other ones have been doing anything. The one dude been doing game shows.
Leave Joey alone. He's still getting a check. And then the other one has a commercial with Meow.
with Meow Mix. Are you serious? Oh, we need a picture of that. For real?
And he was the best singer of the group. Is this where you're
Meow Mix? Are you serious?
JC, the best singer of the group, and y'all can argue me down with this one. That is one platform I'm willing to die on. JC was the best singer of the group, and now he is doing Meow Mix commercial.
See? Now you think he gonna go in there with Justin not want all his coins? He's singing Meow Mix. That's terrible.
And then remember, Chris was Chip Skylark from the Fairly Odd Parents. My shiny teeth that sparkle.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, he was one of the NSYNC members.
I see.
My shiny teeth and me.
No, nobody is doing platinum anything. Meow Mix. So you talking about meow 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 meow? Oh, so you don't think these niggas, they want their coins? They feel like Justin owed him.
They do.
I'm on Meow Mix. That's just like B2K with them not being able to get their stuff together.
Wait a minute, cousin. That was not NSYNC. That was Backstreet Boys who did the Downy commercial. Don't come for my boys.
And they're never mind.
They still getting the check and they still touring. They got a Backstreet Boys cruise coming out.
Now, who is signing up for a Backstreet Boys cruise?
Somebody signing up. That shit been going on for years.
Are you serious?
Years.
So they're the cruise line singers.
They're not cruise line singers. They have a cruise that they do where you can buy, almost like the Tom Joyner thing, where you can buy a ticket and then they perform.
Are there other people or just them?
I think it's just them.
They're cruise line singers.
Don't you talk about
if there's nobody else but just them, so you tried to slide Tom Joyner. Tom Joyner got a whole crew of Negroes that be singing.
Don't
you said it's just them cruise line singers.
And they're still touring. And I went to their concert, a year or two ago? Mm-hmm.
And how did y'all couple fans do?
Hey, let me tell you something. All the seats were full. So much so I had to sit in the yard, not the lawn. I was not happy about that. But I appreciate it.
Man,
I had a good time. Whatever. That's my baby. Backstreet is way better than NSYNC. You know it. You know what, y'all?
Backstreet, but anyway, I'm not gonna say nothing against either one because I was not a fan of either. So it's not like I'm like, you know what, Backstreet Boys, yeah. But neither one of them did
anything for you.
No.
How upset I would be if somebody came to me and said, as the best singer of the group, do you want to be in Meow Mix
in a Meow Mix commercial? Meow 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 meow.
Nigga have the best voice. I'm like, fuck you. You better give me something higher. I want Downey, damn it.
First of all, why are we here? Like we've done tours. I've toured. There was people screaming for me, and now I'm meow meow. Come on, man.
I mean, a lot of people feel as though Justin had the Beyonce effect, where it's like they kept pushing everybody else out to make sure that he was the star. But when it came to vocals, JC was that guy and should have had a bigger career. And I can admit that as someone who is not an NSYNC fan. But Justin teamed up with the right people. He had the right look. He had the right sound. And they kept
And Genuine was an alcoholic.
That too.
Because if it wasn't for Timberland, all the music that JC or Justin Timberlake, JT was performing
was supposed to go to Genuine.
That's Genuine's music.
Yes.
But he couldn't get right, as you can see. Tell me, is there any more room for me in those? Fall off the stage. Negro.
When he jumped and tried to hold on.
to big dude. Big dude looked at it, get off me. Like,
Oh, this could not be the people that I grew up listening to.
Yeah,
We gotta
it is.
stop.
It
We
is.
gotta stop.
It is. That's what I mean when you hit your ceiling. Go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all better get on that cruise line.
right. And start and get together. What? What are we talking?
And that is your entertainment news, family.
It's a lot. So next we have a messy letter.
Yes, we do. Yes, man. And this one, I'm just like, dude, you can't be serious.
Okay.
Title: I can't leave my ex-wife behind.
All righty. So what we're going to do is take a quick break. When we come back from this break, we will go into the messy letter. If you want to join in with the messy letter,
Please do.
give me a call. Don't make your number private. I think somebody called, but it was a private number. What do you want me to do with that? Nobody answers private numbers, huh?
Was it Chuck?
Nah, Chuck better not call me private. Once again, the number is 919-514-4404. If you want to call in and give your opinion about the messy letter, please do. And if you would love to show your pretty face, because we would love to see the people who talk with us in the chat, just hit me or DM me or me. Just put me inside the comment section.
Meow, 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 meow.
Why does Genuine look like my brother? Oh, no.
We're going
I don't think I should have put that comment up. Oh, man. See, cuz, what are we talking about? Oh, TDS Radio. I should have put that comment. I can't see. You got to warn me. I can't see that on the screen. TDS Radio. Our voice, our culture. We're not going to make it. Put his back. It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio here. I probably should have chewed my candy before we got back on air. Now I'm like,
Nama, nama, nama.
it's okay. Let's get through this. We have a messy letter.
Yes, we do. And a graphic. Yay. There we go.
Ta-da. Messy letter.
Title: I can't leave my ex-wife behind.
Mm-hmm.
So, our letter says, I am a widower.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my wife about 3 years ago in a car accident. About a year ago from now, my mother had a dog tag necklace made for me with my wife's picture on it. I wear it every day, and I even wear it on dates. Sometimes it's tucked in my shirt and sometimes not, but I always let any woman that I am on a date with know my story. The last lady I went on a date with told me that although she understands the reasons behind why I wear my necklace, at times it makes it hard for her to get closer to me in a romantic way. She is not the first woman to shy away from me, but she is the first one to tell me why. What is your advice on this matter? FYI, we are no longer dating for different reasons.
I don't think that's messy. So, what was this question?
What is your advice on this matter? Because he wears the necklace on dates, and he said that, you know, some women find it hard for them to get close to him in a romantic way and shy away from him. And he said that the woman that he last dated wasn't the first one to tell me that that was the reason why.
Okay. So he should be telling people that he's dating for companionship because he's lonely and not necessarily because he wants a relationship, because you're not ready.
Not at all.
So understanding a different level of grief, losing our mom, I can see why he did that. I have a whole tattoo of my dad on my arm, which is crazy.
You were young when you did it. And you were grieving.
Which is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a common thing.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah.
At least you didn't put them in clouds.
Never mind. So I get it. But let people know that you're dating because you are you want comfort. You want... Don't try to make it about dating to love someone because you're still in love with your ex.
Yes.
And rightfully so. She died in a car accident. There was no he didn't speak of any infidelity.
Nope.
He didn't speak of any drama. She just simply died in a car accident.
Unfortunate and
and unexpectedly. So you continue to wear your medallion, but then either stay at home and chill, or stop telling everybody about it. Because if they stop using people as therapy,
right?
You know, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Goodness, yes, one word, therapy. I agree.
Yes, like go to therapy, bro. Like when what am I doing? We're live. Gotta excuse me. It was stuck. Like the little roller thing was clicked. It just kept going up and down, up and down. What am I doing? All right. No, I don't find this to be very messy at all. I think he needs therapy. I won't say it like that. You need grief counseling. Because if you are still wearing this and 3 years later, you still wear it, you haven't gotten past that moment. Rightfully so, that's fine. Who knows how long it's going to take you. But leave people alone while you're going through that.
Please.
And if you decide to, because he said, I'm tell everybody my story. Well, everybody don't want to hear about your dead wife.
And don't.
Sorry. It's just not my thing. So you sit down. Hey, how you doing? Oh, man, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. So look, my wife died 3 years ago.
In an unfortunate car accident.
Man, now the mood is down.
This dog tag that I wear, you know, that was given to me by my mother is a symbol of our love and that she's always with me. It's like, oh, this is awkward.
Yeah. So you paying for this tonight? Because after this, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like, why do people... I'm not going to rant.
No, go ahead. What is it? Why do people what?
Why do people feel as though it's somebody else's job to listen to your bullshit?
Oh,
it's not. There's professionals for that. Get one. And then go out and talk to somebody. Everybody doesn't need to hear that story.
Nah.
It may be
they're not.
triggering for somebody else.
Mhm.
And people might not care.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
We're all going through things.
Mhm.
I'm choosing my words carefully because I don't want to sound mean. We're all going through things. I might not want to hear that story.
That's true.
We might not be at a point where that story needs to be told. I mean, I'm not single. So how can that story be brought to you to where you're like, I understand?
That story needs to have happened prior to us going out. So then I can decide if I want to continue having the conversation with you.
You mean that he wears the medallion?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, because don't invite me out and then tell me that you're wearing a medallion that represents the love between you and your ex-wife and how you still miss her and how you're grieving. Because I can be empathetic to the fact that you are grieving because there's no time limit on it, as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're pursuing me, you're dating me, you're asking me to go out with you. So I don't want to hear about your ex-wife. You know, I can definitely, like I said, empathize with you. I can feel sorry for you 100%. As a friend.
Okay.
But that's where this is going to go. So you need to make your intentions known up front.
That's what I'm saying. I think he needs to tell people that when we go out, we're more so friends.
Yeah.
This is just two friends hanging.
Yeah, I just need somebody to talk to.
And it would be nice to go out and have a good time and, you know,
get my mind off of things. But like you said, to a point, because I'm not also going to be used to be your therapist. Like I need you to go and talk to somebody. And then when you feel like you're ready, then go ahead and
he
date.
Seems like a dude who will always say like, yeah, my wife used to do that. You're like, oh, man. You know what you get? What did you order? Oh, I ordered. Okay. Yeah. A little. Okay. My wife used to make the best fish.
And in that moment,
What are you drinking? Oh, I got a martini. My wife loved martinis. Nigga, I'm out of here. Like, you're one of those guys. Like, you're not ready to be out here in these streets. And people are cold as ice out here, baby. You better chill for somebody end up posting you looking crazy.
They are extremely cold. So to protect yourself and your feelings, go get the help that you need, because companionship doesn't have to be with another woman. It can be with your community, your friends, family, things like that. But don't try to use another woman to try to fill the void of what is being missed from your wife. Go heal that part of you first. Go take care of what you need to take care of, because like you said, that's an unwanted burden on someone else, and it's not fair.
Bro, I don't feel like it. Like, I don't have the capacity for that. So then my sharpness would be it would be portrayed as being mean.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I don't feel like hearing that because I got my own grief going on.
Exactly.
And so that would not be a good mixture for me.
And I will give you an example of it. And you guys might think I'm mean when I tell you this,
probably.
But shut up. But an ex of mine got in contact with me, and he was just expressing his condolences for our mom passing away. But shortly after that, he then tells me how he's depressed and how he's not feeling like himself, and
it better
how
not
he's
be who I think it
how
is.
he's feeling suicidal. And
is it who I think it is?
In that moment, I kindly sent him the link for Black Men Heal, and then I blocked him.
They're coming to A&T.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to make that come to TDS.
I'm working on it.
We need to have a conversation.
I didn't tell
here.
you that, but I'm working on it. Continue.
But I sent him the link for that, and then I had to block him because I am still grieving my mother. I don't have the emotional capacity to deal with whatever it is that's going on with you right now, especially when you're reaching out to me to express your condolences for the fact that I lost my mother. That is crazy. So you want me to grieve and also be there for you right now?
I'd have told you to take a bridge. Jump.
Oh, God.
How are you going to do it?
I'm not.
Because I don't have time for this. If I'm sitting there, oh, hey, man, I feel bad for you. I'm so sorry that you lost your mom and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Things been pretty bad on me. I've been feeling mighty low. I got the pressures of the world on me. I've been having suicidal thoughts. You know what? Then do it. Do it. Do it. I don't have time for that. Do it. Do it. End it.
That is not.
We ain't got time to be playing. I'm sitting here grieving my mother, and you gonna sit here and call me and talk about how you got problems. Really?
but people will do it.
Do me a favor. Do it.
I'm not gonna say
No,
that.
man.
I'm
See,
not gonna say that.
Maybe that's why my friends are limited. Maybe that's why I don't have people to
I'm
call.
not gonna
Because
say
I
that.
swear to God, don't come to me with no crazy stuff like that when you know I'm going through something. Because I don't do that to other people. So if somebody's going through something, I'm not gonna be like, man, down to my last 20 today. Like, nigga, I just told you my whole aunt died. Yeah, I get that, but I gotta put some gas in my car if you don't mind helping me, mother.
But people don't care. They do that we live in a very selfish, self-absorbed world,
It's
which
terrible.
is why this guy needs to be very mindful about who he has these discussions with, because you might be at a tender point when you're really missing her and you're trying to go out with these women and you want the sympathy and you want someone to, hold on to you, whatever have you. But it's not fair to that other person. So go get the help that you need.
Who wants sympathy booty? Sympathy booty. That's gross. And you know what? Some guys, that is their game. They play it with play on emotions and things like that. And that's corny. What are we doing? Like, what? Like, why is that your game? Like, yeah, man, my wife died and just been kind of lonely lately. Once again, it's hard out here in these streets.
I was gonna say it might work for a younger person who is, still seeing the world through rose-colored glasses and like, oh, but when you deal with someone who's been through a lot, the last thing I want to hear is another person's problems, especially when you are inviting me out on a date to get to know me and you're telling me about your ex-wife. Do you want to hear about some dick that I wrote on last night? No. So why in the world? Why in the world are you bringing it? This is not dinner conversation. Leave that at home. Go get the help that you
I
need
don't
and
think
leave
we should
people.
have crossed that line with your brother sharing the show with you.
I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, leave that at home, sir. Go get, and I wish people listen to me, y'all. Before y'all go on these dating apps, before you think that, oh, well, I need to go out here and I need to date because that's what I need in order to get over my problems. No, you need to go and get the counseling that you need to address whatever issues you're going through before you try to sit here and pursue anyone. And this goes for men and women both, because people are tired of y'all shit. Tired.
I think that's a good place to end. I don't know, because I don't know I'm not in that pool. What I've been doing is trying to study ways to make sure I don't end up in that pool.
Please don't.
I'm trying
Don't
to tell you.
trade places where I've been.
I think if I was single now, I would just ride it out. I would enjoy meeting people, having conversations, you know what I'm saying? But relationship, I wouldn't be searching for that. And I would make it clear. Like, I'm good. Because why? Like, I don't want to inherit problems at this age that people have not handled. You get what I'm saying? Like, so rolling at 42, rolling into 43 in 2 months. Ouch.
2 months? Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to hear problems from when you were younger that you didn't handle. That'll make me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear any of that. And I don't want to hear about like anything young. I don't want to hear anything about that.
What do you mean?
Because you know how people have young conversation.
Yes.
When I got kids that are in their 20s, like I got she'll be 21 next month. I don't want to have 21-year-old conversation. You know what I mean? For people who haven't grown up yet. Don't put me through that. I don't feel like having to talk to learn new people. I would have a hard time. I'd just be in the house with reading glasses on, with a blanket over my shoulders, sipping all old people soup.
Ooh, sounds delightful.
That is terrible.
That sounds delightful.
With my feet swollen. Like,
Hmm.
I wouldn't be out, you know, I don't want to think I'll be out here in these streets. It's a cold world in these streets. And it's just a lot of people who are not healed like this guy bothering people.
And then to ask for advice, you know that it isn't right, because my thing is, let's turn the tables around. If a woman were coming to you on a date and she was wearing a necklace that, you know, resembled her love for her ex-husband who died tragically, or because some people will wear their loved one's ashes in jewelry, how would you feel about that as a man if a woman was coming on the date with that sort of baggage?
I would probably tell her, have him pay the bill. I'm up out of here.
See? See?
If you didn't tell me before I seen you and you want to sit here and talk all night long, well, hopefully he can pay for this bill. That's why I need to stay home, because I don't like what.
And I mean, you being a man and knowing, you know, having a collective of male friends, how would that be perceived? Because I always feel like, oh, well, as women, we're nurturers and let me make you feel okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
how would a man perceive this?
Yes.
He wouldn't care if he's just trying to bone.
Mhm.
He'll sit through a whole dinner and listen to that boo, as long as it's going to get to the butt.
Well, like Chuck said, sympathy booty.
Yeah, as long as I get to the butt, I don't care. I will sit there and just listen and
Mhm.
listen and So where we going after this? Oh, oh, your house. Okay. As long as it ends up the way I want it to end.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, what happens the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and the day after that, and the day after that? Most men aren't going to care at all,
Mm-hmm.
because for example, some men have to deal with that when they have women who have guys' names tattooed on them. Like, remember, there was a whole era of people getting back tattoos with men's name on them.
Well, I mean, Krishan got Blueface on the side of her face.
I hate her for that. I hate her for that.
That's like what, her fourth tattoo
Of him.
Yes.
I hate her
So
for
if you
that.
go in to kiss her, you're looking at another man.
Why? I promise you, like, I just pray for her to get whatever that is, whatever that spirit is.
Mhm.
It has to be released, because I have not. It hurts to see people go through it. It hurts to see somebody publicly go through
Mhm.
this. Like, Jesus Christ, stop it! Like,
And then to call us broke.
I mean, my financial situation has nothing to do with the fact that you tattooed your abuser on your face. You know what I'm saying?
That's why once you start saying mind your business because y'all broke, ooh, girl, and well.
I mean, what that got to do? My financial status has nothing to do with your face.
I guess that's a rich people thing, I guess.
So yeah, I feel like a guy would have an easier time dealing with it.
Mhm.
He's not gonna get in a relationship with a woman wearing that,
I didn't
but
think so.
he would be able to still like sleep with her and stuff
Mhm.
like that. That's not.
Mhm.
I don't care. He's like, whatever.
So would there ever come a time when, let's say that you actually did enjoy this woman and maybe she did get over it, but she just wore it because of whatever reason? Would you ever have the conversation of, yeah, you got to take that off?
I wouldn't care.
Really?
Wouldn't care.
Okay.
He's dead. Damn, okay. So maybe once again, like I told you, me being older, we got a lot more things on the table besides you wearing this dead nigga's damn ashes,
Oh my
pictures, and all
gosh.
that. So if you wear it, like, it ain't like she gonna cheat with him. What you gonna do? Like, all right, because we're all somebody's exes.
Mm-hmm.
He happened to die. At least you got a reason to still be stuck on this nigga. What about a nigga who's alive that your girl still thinks
Right.
about and dreams
Mhm.
about every night? We're all everybody's number two.
What?
Are you about to have me go on that rant, huh? You about to have me go on this rant. Okay. You did it. Remember, you asked this question, not me.
What?
We are all everybody's second option. Rarely do you fall in love and marry and ride out on the person that you first fell in love with, who was your one. Things change in
Mhm.
life,
Mm-hmm.
but you still remember the person who had your heart first.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all somebody's number two. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? As I grow and mature, I now realize these type of things that men get upset about. Some of this shit is trivial. You can't control who your woman ever slept with. Her body count does not matter as long as she's, she can pass the test.
She's safe. Yeah.
Then, because you can't control it and you'll never know the truth. You will drive yourself crazy trying to figure out how many people this woman has slept with. I know women right now in relationships, sleeping with other men. Do they count those men and be like, well, the side nigga, he counts too? No, they don't even, that person doesn't exist. So they don't even put that person in their body count. So you can dead that, right? Emotionally, do you think this person only ever loved you? Especially as you start getting older, what type of fool are you? We're second, third option for a lot of people. And when you can accept that, you can move on. So her wearing a dead nigga's medallion, I don't care. What difference does it make? Because he ain't coming back. Now I can see if she was wearing a nigga who's right down the street. You'd be like, now hold up.
You got to take that off.
Or a nigga who she's liking on Facebook pages and shit. That's different. But a dead nigga?
And how about the conversations if she keeps bringing him up?
Who, him? The dead nigga? Well, how much insurance money do you leave?
Nigga.
We can talk about them all you want.
Cause thanks.
Girl, I need them new tires. You want to swipe it? Nah, sure love, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
You are
hey, you asked me. Like I asked that you want to do it because me, I am not one of those dudes that get jealous about stuff like that. Like jealous of a dead man? Damn, you got some low self-esteem. Because that person may have been her world and then he died. You may not replace him, but there's a space for you. You know what I'm saying? But he's dead. Now, if this man was alive and well, I would tell her, you need to go be with him. But for a dead person, the only thing I would probably ask before I got in a serious relationship with you is to please go seek therapy.
Yes.
But I wouldn't like stop being the person's friend or stop kicking it with them and all that, or be like, man, nigga, shut up. Like, I wouldn't do that. But I would strongly advise, like, yo, before you ever talk about a relationship with me, you gotta go to therapy.
Facts.
That's it. But and if she wore that after therapy, still wouldn't care. As a dude who's sitting here with a whole picture of his father on his arm. You know what I mean? Only thing that makes me sad about this, then we can move on, is mom said when she died, where you gonna put my tattoo? And I'm thinking, I don't want to do that. Because I don't know. I don't want to do what? Anywhere it goes now is gonna hurt really bad.
Why do you say it's gonna hurt?
Because I don't have any arm space left. Like, so I can't put it on this bicep because there's a tattoo here. Can't put it on that bicep, there's a tattoo here. So we start talking about calves and legs, and no. I wouldn't put it on my back because I can't see it. So I have been trying to figure out what tattoo I'm going to do, if any. But because she's like, oh, you better get my face. I think about that. I'm like, but where is that supposed to?
There you go, right there.
That's not business. That's not it. If I was a guy who had my own business, I would consider it, but then I would never be able to wear short sleeves because now I got the tattoo sitting right there. Now I'm hot. I'm too fat for that.
So
wait, I'm sorry. I can't see.
Oh,
that.
okay. I mean,
you gotta read it.
That's it.
Yeah, like what? I can't see it.
I mean, I agree with you because as you get older, you just don't care about things. Jealousy wouldn't even be in my relationship. Why? I'm too old for that.
Way too old. If I gotta be jealous, I gotta go be with somebody else. Because if I have any form of jealousy, then it's a wrap. Like I said, I joke with my lady now. God forbid she is cheating. I joke about it. Hey, go call your boyfriend, or if she get a text message, hey man, tell that nigga you with the family. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you can't stop it. If it's going to happen, all you can do is pray that person would respect you enough to not do it. You don't know. And if you don't have the location on and checking phones and all that, you have no idea. All you can do is just pray that when that person is not in your presence or your space, that they would honor you enough to not put you in that position
Mhm.
and make you look stupid.
Mhm.
That's all.
Mhm.
And if you love the person enough, we're gonna err on the side of that's how you're gonna treat me. I ain't got time. We got bills, we got a kid
Mm.
and all that. Only thing I
Health
say
issues.
is if people, hey,
I'm just not you
Yeah.
in particular.
I gotta get prescriptions filled. Ain't I got time for that. You want to do that shit? We're getting older now. Like, if that's what's on your mind right now, man, we got a lot of shit on the table. Like, come on, man. Step in my shoes. You, I'm gonna cheat with your woman. It's expensive over here. Come on. Put something on one of these bills, pimping. Thanks. Make it a us thing. Polyamorous. The hell out of here. Cheating.
So to this guy, go get the help that you need, or as you said, just make it very clear that you are solely looking for friendship and companionship, and that is it. But still, go get the help that you need, because that shouldn't be dinner conversation every time you turn around.
It shouldn't. So God bless.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
yeah.
heal.
Yeah, and heal.
Mhm.
That letter wasn't too messy.
No.
He just needs a friend. Okay, so then let's
you for being a friend.
let's go ahead and bring this show in. Sleepy too?
I am.
I was saying, you still going. Your heart is true. Yeah, I'm like, yo, we still got one more segment. What the hell? And if you threw a party. What are we doing? What are we doing? Viewership is going through the fucking tubes right now. What are we doing? Niggas is like, I'm out of here. What are they doing? We're enjoying our shit. We pay for it. We're enjoying our shit. We
want
pay
to sing
for
a
it.
little tune.
Anyway,
That nigga was from Pittsburgh.
who?
The one that made the remix to the Gold
Oh, for
Girls?
real?
Uh-huh.
Well, our last thing today is this. Kim's unfortunate dating tales. I love these.
You know, did Kia show one?
She did. It took forever.
Oh.
Shit. Editing, I can't even edit that shit. So, to make a long story short, she was with a woman. She met a woman in Ulta, liked their makeup.
Okay.
Girl was telling her about the makeup. Somehow, some way, girl starts crying as Kia's complimenting her. Kia said, come here, let's talk in the corner. Don't be all out and work, da-da-da. And the girl was telling her how, she was done wrong and blah, blah, blah. And, she wanted to go out and, all that. So they go out. First time. Girl gets really drunk and, Kia was so she said, I want to feel, your boobs. And Kia was like, well, go ahead. Like, feel it. And she did. And then the girl was like, well, let's go back. And Kia said, nah, because, I don't do people drunk and all that. I need you to have all your senses.
Absolutely. Consent.
Absolutely. So then they go out again. Next thing you know, Kia said she gets hammered and wasted again.
Ew.
But this time, Kia said she goes outside to get some air because it was hot.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm outside. I don't want to be bothered. I'm just outside getting some air.
Mm-hmm.
Guy comes up, talks to her. Don't really know, that Kia is a lesbian. And so, Kia says she's just listening. The girl who she's supposed to be on a date with that is just all over the place comes outside like, where are you at? Where was you? With a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be gay. With a guy. And then, Kia has some banter conversations with the guy and all that, back and forth. Come to find out, dude has some information business-wise that Kia wanted to talk to at another location at another time. She asked dude for a number. Dude gives the number and she says, well, what should I save your name as? And he said, Daddy. And so Kia said, absolutely the fuck not. as only Kia could say it. And the girl who she was there with on a date with says, I love calling my men daddy when I'm effing them.
Ooh, yikes.
You're here with a whole woman who's gay.
Mm.
And you got drunk enough to forget the fact that you were there with a woman who was gay. Now, what are we talking about?
Yikes.
That's a terrible story. Now, I told it fast. She gave a lot more detail. That's terrible.
That absolutely is horrible. First of all, I wouldn't have gone out with you if you were crying because once again, look, going back to the messy letter, you got stuff you need to work on first before you even try to come over here.
So then they walked to the
Thank you, cuz. You appreciate our antics.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They walked to the car, and another guy said something to her, and Kia said, "No, you want that bitch," and pointed at her. And so everybody in the comments section was like, "Wow, you let her drive by herself?" He said, "Absolutely. I wasn't driving her home." End of story.
Well, all right.
So you as a gay woman, a lesbian woman, go out with a woman who tells you she's a lesbian, only for her to get drunk and become straight,
that she
and then say, "I call men daddy when I like to sleep with them." Ouch. So she was like, "So please believe us in the community suffer too."
Yeah,
and that's when we were telling it's a human thing. It's not necessarily a sexual orientation gender thing. It's a human thing. People are just
awful.
Yeah. So what you got, homie?
So, I mean, luckily the homie's able to make it to a date. I have yet to actually make it to one because the conversation has just been absolutely horrid. Or
you want to show it?
What, the text thread?
Yeah.
Oh no, this one I can't show you because he just disappeared off the face of the earth. So there was a guy, never going to use names, but you know, because I'm, as you guys may or may not know, I'm on a dating app, which I'm about to delete in about 5 seconds because I don't know what's going on here. Even when I change cities, like I would change it to when I'm in Dallas, and you know, this past week when I was in Austin, I'm like, these options are terrible. My God. But there was one guy that I was, you know, communicating with back and forth. Single father, has 2 kids, you know. It's yeah. Look, I'm almost 36. These are my options, my guy.
I mean, that was me, but I mean, continue.
But you know, we enjoyed some of the same things. He enjoyed traveling, you know, talking about how he has a couple trips planned, all stuff like that. Successfully co-parenting. We're going back and forth talking about, you know, non-negotiables and non-negotiables, things like that. Really good conversation. Like I said, just very feeding off of each other. And all stuff like that. So we have been going back and forth for maybe about, I don't know, 2, almost 3 weeks. And, you know, I tell him, I'm like, okay, so would you like to move the conversation off of the app? Which is, I never typically ask that question because I'm very comfortable. Let's just stay on the app until I feel like it's right because I don't want you having my number just yet. But I felt like, okay, we're having some good dialogue here, you know, some similarities or whatever. And he's like, and I tell him, I was like, okay, well, would you like to move it off the app? Here's my number. Feel free to give me a call. You know, my schedule's a little busy, so I would have to kind of figure out a good time for us to chat. But, you know, give me a call. He replies back, cool, as long as you're okay with always texting. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, so then I respond back. I'm like, as texting is the sole form of communication, like you don't plan on getting on the phone at all, nothing, not even voice notes. And then this dude goes radio silent and then he unmatches with me. What the hell is going on here? Like, what?
I'm confused. What? I was listening. I was just scrolling to make sure our sound was good on the. But what? You guys were finally taking it off the app.
Yeah.
So what does he mean? As long as you're good with continuing the text. So he didn't want to talk
at all. Like never get on the phone.
But how are you planning on anything changing?
Which led me to believe one or two things. Number one, either you're a weirdo, or number two, you're not completely single just yet.
No, you ain't single. So you got to be careful because you got to make sure the phone don't ring at certain times. So as long as we just text, we're cool.
We're good. We
don't call though.
I don't understand why you're on a dating app. Just finish whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you got going on, or be open. The one thing I can say about this one guy that liked me, because they give you the option of somebody showing that they're interested. He specifically said, I am proudly non-monogamous. And I appreciate him saying that in his profile, because he's letting you know from the gate, like, look, either I'm a cheater or I have several partners, whatever have you, but at least you know from the beginning. When you try to hide that information, it's like, for what? We are, like you said, we are too old, because this man was 41 years old. So if you are still in a relationship, you are still married, separated, whatever have you, just let it be known, because there may be some women or people out there who are okay with it. Not me. I don't have time for that. But there may be some people who are okay with that. Just be honest.
The moment he said he had 2 kids and he successfully co-parents and travels, you heard what I said. He lying. Man got all 3. Because the moment somebody find out that you traveling, the person who you co-parenting with wants more money.
Absolutely.
You don't travel when you got multiple kids. Yeah. So planning trips, those are family vacations, sir, with your woman, because you need somebody to help you with this. You can't do that by yourself with 2 kids and co-parenting. You lying like hell. Like, man, these Negroes
are the people that are on.
I find that funny because it works somewhere, because somebody goes for that.
And I mean, they may, but for how long? Like, so we're just forever supposed to be text buddies?
Long enough for me to get the buns. So that's when
through text?
When I'm learning, yeah. I'm telling you, man, a lot of these people live through their phones. So interpersonal communications is like weird to some people. They can't do it. So then that's why when people meet, it's awkward. You see what I'm saying? Like, how many people have you met or have you seen that just can't hold a conversation?
Oh, there's people can't even hold conversations on the app, let alone in person. And then, like I said, once I get on the phone with some of these people, they still don't know how to hold conversation. Like, awkward. Or why are you even bothering getting on an app to, number one, find someone when you can just say, I just want companionship or I just want buns, whichever one it is, be honest with it. But why are you going on there to try to find something when you know damn well that's not what you want? Eventually the truth is going to come out.
But maybe I can get the buns before it comes out.
Maybe not with me.
I don't know. That's because that's how crazy it is. My brain will not compute. Nigga just started skipping. Because no, we're not gonna put this into a rational sense. There's no rationale behind it. So shut up. There was nowhere to go. What? Yeah.
I don't know what else to do, because nobody can introduce me to anybody. Nobody has any.
I'm about to jump on Cuz for a minute, because you told me to get a call-in feature. I got the call-in feature and you ain't called in.
She said, leave her alone.
She put it in the chat. That's why I was like,
sure
did she embarrass me like that? Y'all need a call-in feature. Well, we do now. 919-514-4404. I'm waiting for my phone to light up.
Cause I don't know where else to go. Goodness. No one has anyone that they can introduce me to. Everyone that I know is married or booed up in a relationship. And any of the guys that are single that I may know are weird as hell, to the point where I'm like, maybe I'm the weird one. And if I am, I'm totally fine with that. And I will embrace my weirdness.
You're a little quirky.
Hey, I accept it. I accept it. I understand, and I will let people know from the jump. I need my space. I need my alone time. I promise I will come back to you, but I am one of the most loving and loyal people that you will ever meet on this earth. But I don't know where else to go or what to do other than the apps. I travel for work. I'm in a pretty much successful, industry, but everyone is married or booed up. And like I said, none of the people in my circle have anybody that they can introduce me to, or might not be wanting to introduce me to anyone. So, oh girl, I do. I go places.
A library?
What? I don't know. You might be able to find, but bookstores, coffee shops, restaurants. I go out by myself. Just know it's not hidden. What? What?
I gotta go home and ask some questions. You make me feel like Chiquita settling. Baby, are you settling? Because wait a minute.
And that's the next step. Well, I guess I might as well settle for Old Faithful. Because
now you said you short. I think that's gonna be your curse. You're gonna find the guy that you like, and he's gonna be tiny.
And I'm sorry, I can't do that. Don't speak that into existence. Do not. Because, and like I said, it's not so much shorter guys. Because when a guy says he's 5'9", I have no problem with a man being 5'9" if you're a true 5'9". But the moment you try to put that football sports shit in there, where you try to add on 2 inches as if I'm stupid and I don't know what 5'7" actually looks like, now we got a problem because you're lying to me. Just say what you are. If you're 5'7", you're 5'7", because I'm going to find out once I meet you. But don't sit here and then bump it up even more and be like 5'10". Nigga, you're 5'6". What's going on here?
Well, hopefully whoever it is honest about their height.
Please just be honest about your height and about what it is that you want. Because there's somebody out here, I guarantee, that wants the same thing that you do. Will it be me? Might not be. Never know. But it might not be me. But just be honest about what you want. Just like there was one guy that was on the app where I asked him, I said, what is it that you're looking for? He's like, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. I said, okay, that's totally fine. I understand that. You know what? That's not what I'm looking for, but I wish you the best. I wish you the best. And then he comes back and doubles down and says, well, I mean, depending on the right person, I would be looking for a relationship. Blocked. We're not doing that. You already told me what it is that you were looking for.
Blocked.
How
did you block them?
Well, on the app, you can block people. You can unmatch with them and you can block them.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you unmatch with them, that's the number. If you want to call in, 919-514-4404. That's a lot of fours in there.
Mm-hmm.
919-51. I feel like one of them bad car salesmen there. 919-514-4404. If you want to come on in. Yeah. But if you call that number, you should get in. We can get you in. But yeah, so I don't know what to tell you. I feel bad that I don't know what to tell you. I think that's terrible. I don't know anyone either that's single.
Nope.
I don't know anybody. And if I do know people, some of them are just terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of terrible people out here.
I don't have any guys that I would be like, yeah, he was a good pick. Most of those guys are already in relationships.
So what do? You stick to yourself, you stay single, and you mind your business because it's terrible out here. And that's why you delete the app, because the app is not apping.
Delete the app. Jesus, That's tough.
Yeah, it's not apping.
The number ain't working. Oh no. Oh, look how that's the. Oh, it ain't working. Oh man, I know that's the number. I got it written down right here. What's it saying, y'all? It's a Google number, so don't make it like my phone cut off. My phone's on.
What is it?
919-514-4404. Did they give my Google number away?
It says user busy.
Maybe they gave my Google number away. I never used it. That's
This
terrible.
is embarrassing.
Can you do a private chat?
Who?
A private chat.
I don't know.
Oh, cuz you got my real number. Call my real number.
Guess it's just saying beep beep.
Cuz you got the real number. Call the real number, right? You can call it right now. I answer it. It'll come right on the line.
Yes. Ain't nobody out there.
There it is. There she is.
Wait, hold on.
Hello?
Hey,
What up,
I had to
cuz?
call. What's up?
What's going on with
So,
you?
look, okay, look. First of all, I'm almost 50 years old, and I've been divorced about 6 years now.
Mm.
But, Kim, please, whatever you do, just don't do Tinder, okay? Because two of your little cousins, one of them got a stalker, fake ass baby mama off of there. Then your other cousin, she done found a girlfriend that she done ran off with, and they in another country. But come to find out, it's kind of like, what's that? You know that movie where somebody steals your identity?
That single
girl.
female?
Yes.
Oh no, girl.
Yes.
No.
Wow.
I swear to God. So all I'm saying is, I don't really trust in dating apps. And then too, like we had some family members that that tried that, and let's just say that one of them, she thought that she met the man of the love of her life, but he had just got out of the feds doing 25 years.
What?
Damn. 25 hot ones? Sheesh. Damn.
So all I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't knock nobody, but yeah, I would just say, and they would mainly met them folks off of Tinder. And you remember Black Planet?
Yeah. I remember Black Planet.
So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna put nobody's names out. Nothing
Don't
like
do
that.
that. Don't you dare.
So let me ask you, how have you been handling the single life yourself?
I love it.
You love
I love it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yes, I love it. I love it. I don't have to share my bed with nobody.
And don't.
I don't have to worry about nobody asking me who all gonna be there, what time you gonna be back.
And don't.
Did you cook?
And don't.
Oh, where you going with that outfit on? I don't have to worry about none of that.
And don't.
So I honestly love being single. You know what I mean? I don't knock nobody. You know, I'm kudos to you, cuz, because you know, you and Chiquita, you know, y'all look happy, madly in love. I'm happy for y'all, but that ain't for me. To be quite honest, okay? I'll have to come on the show one day and talk about how I really want to live vicariously through my uncle, but we'll talk about that another day. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So
I am here for it.
I can dig it. Like I said, it's a lot of work for both of us because we had our times where we thought it wasn't going to proceed, but we still fighting. So
and most relationships have that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and y'all make it look good. You know what I mean? Y'all don't bring. And one thing I give you kudos is that a lot of couples these days, they go to the internet, they go to their family and friends and say, "Oh, he did this or she did that."
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't bring nobody in your business.
No.
Nobody would know if y'all ever had an argument or anything like that because y'all look like a union. You know what I mean? Y'all are united. It's a united front. Y'all look peaceful, and that's how you keep it. So
Appreciate
kudos
it.
to y'all.
Thank you very much. That's good. That makes me feel good. We're doing a good job because Lord knows family and friends will tear your shit apart faster than anybody else.
And will.
And do. And did. Especially with our family, but we ain't gonna go there today.
Ooh, girl, don't you dare.
But I just had to call in and tell you, Kim, just do me a favor, Kim. I would say, hey, you know what, Kim? I would say I could introduce you to some, but no, the ones here in Atlanta, oh no, never.
And you know what, baby? I got to come to Atlanta for work anyway, so we're gonna sit and talk all about it.
Oh yeah, we'll talk all about it. But I just had to call in and tell you that. Just make sure. No, just style Tinder. Whatever you do, don't do Tinder. Okay, please.
Tinder is a cesspool.
Please. Okay.
I
love y'all.
I love you too.
Love you too.
Love you too, cuz. Appreciate you calling.
All right.
Bye-bye. Now,
just
Tinder,
like that.
we love you, and if you want to sponsor the show, though.
Now, hey, listen, let me tell you something. Now, if y'all want to sponsor Dating with SoFab Kim and cut us off a check, I'll do it. Cuz don't be mad.
I don't know nothing about dating apps, and I probably wouldn't even try it. I would be too scared because I don't trust anything on social media.
No. And I mean, thankfully, I have some really good friends that help me do a lot of digging, so I know how to find things. But then I also feel like if I have a good intuition about certain people, and if I feel like this ain't it, I will listen to my gut in most cases. And then also now in this culture, you really almost have to do online dating because it's so tough.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, a lot of guys aren't out.
They're not outside.
No, they're not going outside.
We had a brunch that had plenty of women in it.
Beautiful women.
And the first brunch we had, a brother came in, seen the women, and called his frat brothers like, yo, like there is people down here. So
one of my investigators, that's
Yeah.
my girl. That's my girl.
So
She
you see
will
how
get to
Amy
it.
started. I said I was speaking at a men's conference. She said, "Yay, get the PS5s." See why you act like that, Amy? Don't do that.
Now, see, you were going to be at a conference full of men. Be on the lookout for your sister.
Man, it's gonna be a whole bunch of old niggas in there.
Oh, well, I take
No, we'll see.
checks.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. I mean, the one thing I don't know. I am a bad person for that because I read through people's BS so quick, especially guys. Like I hate their small talk. I'd be like, man, you lying. Like that's just like when you was like, yeah, because he said this, that you lying. You ain't doing all that. Soon as a man, I co-parent successfully. What'd he say?
He has 2 children.
He has 2 children.
And he travels.
So he said, I got 2 children and co-parent successfully, and I travel. Nigga, y'all still in a relationship. Ain't nobody co-parenting and traveling
You
like that.
are the best person to find someone for your little sister because you cut through the BS.
But you might be willing to accept certain things. And I'd be like, that nigga lying.
Well, yes, because you also have to think about someone's accepting your BS.
I promise you my BS wasn't as bad as this. Like my BS was not as bad as this. I promise you. Like it makes me feel like, okay, I listened because I did. And that's because we have a mom that just makes you feel bad about everything in life. So don't you be bothering nobody and your shit ain't right.
And don't.
And then I have friends who held me accountable. Hey, bruh, don't run down North Carolina without handling your business, thinking it's going to be easier in North Carolina than it is in Pittsburgh because your problems will go with you. So then that's when I was joking with you. Remember, I was in the library typing lawyers and all that stuff. That's when I was listening to the Life soundtrack every day because shit was just unfortunate for me at that time before coming down here. So I had to handle those things before dealing with somebody. Do they still show up in me personally at times? Because, you know, my daughters are still in Pittsburgh. So that does not make me happy that I'm away from them. So that part goes in, but drama, has she ever experienced drama from my ex-wife? Hell no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's still always going to be something. It's just what that level of tolerance is because somebody might, you know, not be as tolerant, be like, nah, I'm good on that. You know, I'm very aware that people are going to have to come with something. Drama is what I'm not willing to handle.
No, she ain't never had nobody approach or step out of line towards her and won't. Like that's no.
So, which brings me back to my point. You would be the perfect person. So be on the lookout because I want to be in matching pajamas.
But these Negroes, these Negroes are so terrible. Like I hear the stories. Like you be like, man, I can't help you. Like I told you, the one dude reached out to you behind my back, talking about, I want to see where this goes, and just was fresh off a kid.
Yeah. Yes.
He just had it. The baby didn't even leave the hospital yet. And he still act like I don't know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't, I honestly.
And little did he know it wasn't going anywhere. Even without the kid, it was still a no.
I don't know. There's one gentleman that I've been paying attention to him a little bit to see if it is worth an opportunity to do it. But I don't, niggas. That's why I said, don't let me mess you up. Cause I'll be like, cause there's a lot of people who mask the drama, get comfortable, and then now all that bullshit comes that they didn't handle. And it's very unfair for a person in your shoes because you don't have that stuff to bring to the table.
I do not.
So it ain't fair to have to deal with somebody out here lying about baby mamas and, you know, money ain't where it's needing to be because of baby mamas. I know about that. Thank you for your patience, Chiquita. God loves you. God loves you. I'm tired. This show is over, man. I appreciate it, man. But no, it's just a lot of stuff that goes into that, you know, for me, screening somebody, it's like, hey man, let's keep your problems to a minimum, bud.
Please.
Because it's just not an even exchange. So, you know, and a lot of these dudes be having these sometimes it's not even them, it's the women that are attached to them through like children and stuff like that.
And then you run into the guys that have the superior complex, like the guy that talks like this that we had, you know.
Because but I think he was gay.
Oh wow.
I do. Like, so when I tried to find him, but if there's no information, I think that was a gay man cutting a heterosexual woman. And that's why the dialogue seemed off. You get what I'm saying? Like, the dialogue didn't seem like it was a man who is in search of a woman. It just seemed like it was for TV or for their platform. And I think that was a gay man talking to a straight woman. And that's why the mix, because it didn't seem right to nobody. Like, why are you talking like that?
And why are these other men laughing?
And why are the men laughing? So yeah, with that being said, spending secret vacations while telling you they are at a funeral. I'm thinking you're saying funeral.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Annie, don't do it. Is this true?
It is.
Oh, Lord.
But you know what? Maybe we will get a matchmaker on the show because I know a lot of single women. And,
unfortunately, I do too.
You know, so maybe if we can get a couple questions from you guys, get a matchmaker on the show, answer some of these questions, and see what it is that we can do out here. Because and then the one thing I do know is always ask friends and family who it is that they can set you up with. But the friends and family that you trust, don't just ask any of them, because some people will set you up with anybody. You know. But we'll work on that. Let's get them in here. Let's ask these questions and see what we can do collectively as a unit. Even you guys out there who may be single and not quite sure how to navigate, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I still have faith. It's definitely the faith size of a mustard seed, but I still got faith. It's woo.
Are you only dating your race?
I'm expanding out to men of the Latinx.
Oh man, they just like us.
Stop it. You know, and even some of the
that ain't no different.
Even some of the Asian community.
An Asian?
No,
and you in height?
Southern Asian, like Indian, things like that. But preferably Black.
Oh, okay.
Preferably.
When you said Asian, you scared me for a minute. But to say you said height.
No, not all Asians are short.
Maybe we should cut the show now.
I think we should.
I don't know. Yao Ming? Like, who else?
Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all. We'll do this again. Everybody be safe tonight. Have a good night. This is TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. Why are you staring at me like that?
Because are we going on break or are we?
I haven't decided. That's why I didn't say it.
Bye.
Bye.